In this lecture, I will start a new topic on counting techniques. In this lecture, I will discuss on basic counting techniques. These counting techniques are used in various mathematical structures and various computational problems. For example, to find the number of passwords can be generated by using various letters and digits. Number of IP address generated using 32-bit numbers, etc. The counting problems types. Before going to counting principles, discussing on basic counting principles, I will discuss what are the counting problems type. For example, how many different types of 8 letters passwords are there? How many possible ways are there to pick 11 soccer players out of 20 players teams? Counting principles is also used in probability, which further used in artificial intelligence. What are the basic counting principles? First is sum rule. It is very simple rule. If a task can be done in n1 ways and a second task can be done in 2 ways, and if these two tasks cannot be done at the same time, then there are n1 plus n2 ways to do either of the tasks. For example, suppose that a department award a free computer to either computer science student or computer science professor. Then how many different choices are there? If there are 530 students and 15 professors, there will be 530 plus 15, that is 545 choices. Here we use the sum rule techniques. Another rule is product rule. Suppose that a procedure can be broken down into 2 successive tasks if there are n1 ways to do the first task and n2 ways to do second task. After the first task has been done, then there are n1 into n2 ways to do the procedure. For example, how many different license plates are there that containing exactly 3 English letters? The solution is there are 26 possibilities to pick the first letters. So there are 26 alphabets, so we can pick any one of the 26 alphabets. If we take only uppercase letters, then it is 26 possibilities. Then the first letter can be picked. There is 26 possibilities of picking first letters. Similarly, there are 26 possibilities for second letters and 26 possibilities for last one. So, using multiplication product rule, we get 17,576 different license plates. Similarly, we can generalize the product rule. If we have a procedure consisting of sequential task of T1, T2, Tm that can be done in n1, n2, nm ways respectively, then there will be n1 dot multiplied by n2 multiplied by n3 and so on up to nm ways to carry out the procedures. There is an applications for counting the internet address. It uses the sum and product rule both. Suppose that in the internet, which is made up of interconnected physical networks of computers, each computer is assigned to an internet address. We can use here two type of internet address. For example, IPv4 or IPv6. IPv4 is a 32-bit internet address. We will use here IPv4 internet address only. These are the different classes of addresses that are used in internet. The class A, class B, class C, class D and class C. Class D and class E are used for multicasting and broadcasting addresses. Class A consists of first bit have 0 and next 7 bit is network ID and last 24 bit is host ID. Similarly, class B address consists of first 2 bit 1 and 0, next 7 bit network ID and last bits are host ID, and so on. Class C has first 3 bit is 110, next is host ID and last 7 bit is host ID and rest is network ID. We will calculate class A, class B and class C, that is how many internet address can be generated for class A, class B and class C using sum and product rule. Here is the question: how many different IPv4 address are available for computers on the internet? Solution: let XA, XB and XC denote the number of class A, class B, class C addresses available. To find XA, note that there are 22 to the power 7 minus 1, that is 7 bit is allocated to network ID, so there will be 2 to the power 7 minus 1, that is 127 class A address, A network ID address. But since the bit 111 is unavailable, so here we subtracted 1 from this 2 to the power 7 minus 1, and there is 127 number of class A network IDs. For each network ID, there are 2 to the power 24 minus 2. This is the numbers for the host ID. For each class A network ID, this is the host ID. Here, why we subtract minus 2? Since all zeros and all ones, this is 24 zeros, 24 ones are unavailable. So minus 2 represent the subtraction of these two bits, set of bits. Consequently, if it is the class A address, that means XA is equal to 127 into the numbers multiplied, that is host ID, number of host IDs, and we get this amount of the number. This is the number for class A addresses. Similarly, we can calculate XB and XC. There is a XB and XC, and at last we add all the numbers to get the total number of network address for for class A, class B and class C. This is the total number of internet address can be generated using a 32-bit ID, 32-bit address. The sum rule and product rules are also are phrased in set theory. For example, let there are A1, A2 AM be disjoint sets, then the number of ways to choose any element from these sets is A1 union A2, the cardinality of A1 union A2 union, and so on up to AM. That is cardinality of A1 plus cardinality of A2 dot 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 cardinality of AM. We can use it as Cartesian product. If there is A1, A2, A3, AM finite sets, then the cardinality of A1 cross A2 cross AM is equal to cardinality of A1 into cardinality of A2 dot 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 cardinality of AM. Here we use the sum rule, here is use the inclusion and exclusion principles is another area where we use the counting techniques. Basically here we use the set theoretical principles. Let us take an example. How many bit string of length 8 either start with a 1 or end with 0 0. Here we have two tasks. Task 1 is that the bits is started with a 1 1, and the second task is 0 0. That second task, all the bits are ended with 0 0. There is some bits are common. We have to subtract from this. So we'll start the solutions. Here is task 1, that is construct a string of length 8 that starts with a 1. There is one way to pick the first bit, two ways to pick the second bit, two ways to pick the third bit, and so on. And last you have to find the number of ways by using product rule. Task 1 can be done 1 into 2 to the power 7, that is 128 ways. Here is 1 why, since the first bit has only one choice 1 and rest of the bit have two choices. So 1 into 2 to the power 7. The last 7 bit has, we have two choices, and first one is one choice. So 1 into 2 to the power 7, that is 120 ways we can done the first task. Similarly, task 2, we have to construct a string of length 8 that ends with 0 0. There are two ways to pick the first bit, two ways to pick the second bit, and so on. Here we have constraints to pick the last two bits. That will be either that should be a 0 and a 0. So the seventh bit is 0 and 8th bit is also 0. So first 6 bit can be picked as 0 or 1, so there will be 2 to the power 6 choice, and last 2 bits has only one choice, that is 1 into 1. Ultimately, if we use product rule, that is it has 2 to the power 6, that is 64 ways to do the task 2. The whole number of the number of ways can we perform the task 2 is 64. Since there are 128 ways to do task 1 and 64 ways to task 2, that does not means that this means that 192 bits strings is either, we can, if we use addition rule, sum rule, then 192 bit strings either start with 1 or ending with 0 0. This is the question. No, because here task 1 and task 2 can be done at the same time. Since task 1 and task 2 have some elements, some bits are in common, we have to subtract from this. When we carry out task 1 and create a string started with 1, some of the strings end with 0 0. Therefore, we sometimes do the task 1 and task 2 at the same time. So the sum rule does not apply here. If we want to use the sum rule in such case, we have subtract the cases when task 1 and task 2 are done at the same times. Here we have to find out how many strings that start with 1 and end with 0, 0. That is common to task 1 and task 2. There is one way to pick the first bit 1. Second bit is second to sixth bit is from second to sixth bit is 0 and or 1. 7th and 8th bit is 0, 0. So total number of ways to do the to find the number of ways the common strings is using product rule. Here is the product rule: 1 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 1 into 1, that is 2 to the power 5. Here 1, because there is only one choice, and the 7th and 8th bit is also 1, so there is 1 into 1. Therefore 2 to the power 5, that is 32. 32 cases. This is task 1 and task 2 are carried out at the same time in 32 number of ways. So we have to subtract 32 from the addition of 128 and 64. That is 160 ways to do either of the task. In the set theory, this is correspond to A1 and A2 are not disjoint. Then we have A1 union A2, cardinality of A1 union A2 is equal to cardinality of A1 plus cardinality of A2 minus cardinality of A1 intersection A2. This is known as the principle of inclusion and exclusion. There is another techniques to count in counting techniques. How many, for example, how many bit strings of length 4 do not have two consecutive ones. That is, we have to generate the bit strings of length 4 that do not have two consecutive ones. Here is 4 tasks, that is task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. Now this is task 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. That has 0, 0, 0, 0. That has no two consecutive ones. Similarly, 0, 0, 0, 1. This has no two consecutive ones. Similarly, 0, 0, 1, 0. This has no two consecutive ones, and so on. We can, using tree diagram, and we can find out the number of ways. Hence, there are total 8 bit strings. It is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. In this way, there is total number of 8 bit strings that has no two consecutive ones. There are 8 strings. Thank you.